Hello, welcome to episode 404. What's that? Error 404. Requested resource not found. We're in episode 1.21. We're going to be making an item that gives random effects when eaten. So I don't think we need a separate intro for this. It's going to be an item. We're going to eat it. We're going to get a random effect. I think you pretty much can guess what's going to happen just from that alone. We will need a little bit of setup. We only technically we could get away with one scoreboard, but I'm going to do two just to make it a bit clearer. So, scoreboard objectives, add. First one, used underline shard, and it will be of type used : amethyst shard. Done. And I'm going to control middle mouse that, pop it down, chain always active, and I'll get rid of all of that bit. I'm not sure if that was actually quicker. And I'm going to have one to store a random number, and it'll be a dummy. Done. Create those. Let's give ourselves the amethyst shard. That's what we're going to be eating, because who doesn't like to eat rock hard crystals? Give. We will give nearest player an amethyst shard. I'm not going to bother giving it a name or anything like that. Down in the description I will. Here I'll just do what's necessary. We need food. Food equals. In food, we have to have a nutrition value. We're going to set it to 1 for the moment, and we have to have a saturation value. I don't think it's going to be happy until it gets both of those. Cool. Can we set them to 0? Let's do a 0. So we're not getting anything. Seems okay. Okay. This isn't really food. I want to be able to eat it whenever, so let's do can always eat. We'll set that to true. And how long does it take us to eat it? Eat seconds. You can't do 0. Doesn't like 0. 0.1 I believe is acceptable though. Okay, I'm not sure what the lowest you can go is. I think 0.01 it doesn't work. But let's just do 0.1 for now. Done. Give myself that. There's my shard. Cool. And now let's make a controller. So all we're going to be doing is saying, did the player use the shard? If they did, give them a random number. What's the random number? Do something based on it. So, execute as any player whose scores equals used shard. That's beautiful spelling there. Used shard equals 1 or higher. And we will store success as a score on that player into their random number, and we will run random value between 0 and 3. So that's going to store 0, 1, 2 or 3. Cool. And I think you could probably guess the rest. Let's go here. Let's copy this beginning bit. Copy. Put it in there. Anyone who's used a shard. Now here we probably could just say anyone whose random number is higher and reset the random number at the end. I'm going to do it a little bit different. I'm just going to say use shard equals 1 and random number equals 0. What we will do is we will what can we do to them? Let's make them small. Attribute that player generic dot scale base set 0.5. That's going to make me small. I'm going to say done. I'm going to control middle mouse, copy that, and if the random number equals 1, I'll set them back to normal height. Done. I'm going to place that again. If the random number equals 2, then let's do something else. Let's effect give that player levitation for 5 seconds, 0 amplifier, and we will hide the particles. Done. Control middle mouse that block, put it down again, and if the random number is 3, let's give them slowness. So something you could do here is you could have sort of like a danger crystal. If they eat it, they've got, say, 3 in 4 chance of getting something nice, but maybe they've got a 1 in 4 chance of getting something horrible, like an instant damage. In fact, you could use this to make Russian roulette. You could have an instant damage that's so high it kills the player, and the rest of them give them like a little bonus, give them a bit of money, add something to a score. Pretty mean. Right, now let's just reset their used shard score. Reset all players, any player whose scores equals used shard. I like it. Beautiful spelling again. Equals 1 or higher. Well, I suppose it's spelt right. It's just a capital letter. Reset the used shard. Done. On. Let's change that number so it's giving me 64 of them. Done. Let's clear the inventory. Let's put myself into survival. Let's get some of them to munch. Let's have a little chew. Oh, it could have picked set my size to 1. Could have done it again. Could have done it again. Surely it's not done it that many times. Okay. Clearly, something is not working. My controller's turned on. Let's do... A good check is to check our random number. Let's check our random numbers to see if that is actually changing. Random number 1, 1, 1, 1. So setting it to 1 every single time. And 1 is setting my generic scale. We'll have to go back to creative. To 1. Okay, so why is it picking 1 every time? Let's have a look at our random number. It's because we've put store success. So success is either going to store a 0 if the command doesn't work. So run random value. If that doesn't work, we're going to store a 0. If it does work, we're going to store a 1. And since it's working every time, we're storing a 1 every time. So that was a silly mistake. We don't want to store the success of that command. We want to store the result of that command. So now we're going to be getting back a 0, a 1, a 2, or a 3. Cool. Let's have a go now. Okay, I got a 2. So 2 is levitation, obviously. Let's eat the game. I got a 1, so that's normal size. I got a 1, normal size. 1, normal size. This is random. Oh, half size. Normal size. Oh, I'm floating again. Oh, I'm small and floating. Okay, I'm big. Okay, well, we can see that it's working. You've got the idea. Oh, am I going to have to say goodbye while I'm all small? Oh, look at me. I'm so cute when I'm small. Okay, there we go. We've got an object. We've turned it into a food item so we can munch on it. We're then checking when we've munched on it. We're giving ourselves a random number and an effect based on that random number. Nice and simple. Okay, this one was an idea by Yushiko, and I thought that's a bit of fun. Let's do that. I'm in version 1.21. I think I've already told you that. I think it's just my excuse at the end of the video to waffle on a bit. I'll let you go though. Enough waffling. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.